Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you something. Have you ever felt like quitting? Like the dream you've been chasing is just too far out of reach? Maybe you've been grinding for months, even years, and you're still waiting for that breakthrough, and now you're standing at a crossroads, wondering if it's even worth it anymore. I know that feeling. We all do. But here's the truth. Most people quit right before they're about to make it. They throw in the towel when the finish line is just around the corner. You see, life will always test your patience and your faith. But let me tell you, staying the course is where the real magic happens. It's where dreams are built, champions are made, and legacies are created. By the time we're done here, I promise you one thing. You'll walk away ready to face your challenges head on. You'll see the value of sticking to your path, no matter how rocky it gets. And who knows, this might just be the message that helps you unlock your breakthrough. So stick with me, because this is about to change the way you see your journey. Life is full of tests. From the moment you wake up until the day ends, there are challenges waiting to see if you've got the grit to push through. And those challenges, they don't come at convenient times. They don't ask if you're ready. They show up when things are going well or when you've just about hit your breaking point. But here's the thing. You've got to understand that these tests are not meant to break you. They're meant to build you. We all face obstacles, but the ones who win are the ones who understand that no test, no trial, no setback is permanent. These tough times, they don't last forever. You do. The key to overcoming anything in life is simple. Don't let the challenges define you. You define yourself by how you respond to them. When things get tough, the first instinct for many is to give up. It's easy to walk away, to throw in the towel and say, I'm done. But what you don't realize is that every time you decide to quit, you're not just leaving behind the problem, you're leaving behind your growth. The greatest lessons and the most valuable skills you'll ever gain are forged in moments of struggle. When you're down on your knees and the weight of the world is on your shoulders, that's when your character is built. And trust me, it's always worth it. Think about any successful person you admire. They didn't get there by sailing through smooth seas. They faced rejection, failure, doubt, and adversity. But they kept going. They didn't let life's tests stop them. They understood that the storm would eventually pass. They embraced the struggle and used it as fuel. And that's exactly what you need to do. You're going to face moments when everything feels like it's falling apart. Maybe your business isn't growing as fast as you hoped. Maybe your relationship is going through a rough patch. Maybe your personal goals feel like they're moving at a snail's pace. But I want you to remember this. Nothing worth having comes easy. You're being tested because you're capable of handling more than you think. I know it's tempting to quit when things feel impossible. It's tempting to walk away when the pressure feels too much to handle. But here's the secret. If you keep pushing through, if you stay the course, you'll come out on the other side stronger than ever. There's power in perseverance. When you refuse to give up, that's when you unlock your potential. That's when you see just how much you're truly capable of. Don't ever forget this. Tests don't last forever. They come to show you what you're made of. They come to challenge you, to help you grow, and to push you toward your next level. So when life throws a curveball, don't run from it. Face it head on, because in the end, it's not the test that defines you. It's how you choose to face it. Stay strong, keep moving forward, and trust me, you'll come out victorious on the other side. When you start pursuing a dream, there will always be a moment where doubt starts to creep in. You'll hear that little voice in your head asking, am I good enough? Am I doing the right thing? What if I fail? And let me tell you, that's normal. It's a part of the process. But here's the thing, that voice of doubt is only there to try and throw you off course. It's there to test your belief in your own vision. And if you let it control you, you'll never get to where you meant to go. You see, doubt is the enemy of progress. It tries to convince you that your dream isn't worth the effort or that you don't have what it takes. It makes you question your decisions, your abilities, and your worth. But here's the truth. If you can see it in your mind, it's already possible. Your vision is a glimpse of the future, and it's up to you to trust it enough to turn it into reality. It's easy to get distracted by what others say, or to compare yourself to people who seem to be ahead. You might look at someone who has already reached the level of success you're aiming for and think, they're so much better than me. I could never do that. But remember this, their journey is different from yours. They didn't start out as experts. They started just like you, with a dream and a belief that they could make it happen. They pushed through the doubts, the struggles, and the failures, and they didn't let anything stop them from reaching their vision. Your vision is stronger than your doubt, but you've got to trust it. You've got to believe that you're capable of doing what you set out to do, even when the road gets tough. Because here's what happens. When you trust your vision and commit to it, things start to align. Opportunities show up that you didn't expect. You start meeting the right people, and you begin to feel the momentum building. But it all starts with trusting yourself and your vision. The doubt will never fully go away. It's natural to question yourself, to wonder if you're on the right path. But you can't let that stop you from moving forward. Trust your gut. Trust your dream. Trust that if you keep going, you'll get where you need to be. The most successful people didn't get there by avoiding doubt. They got there by pushing through it. They learned how to silence that voice in their heads that said they weren't good enough and replaced it with a stronger belief in their abilities. They focus on the end goal and refuse to let temporary doubts throw them off course. So when doubt starts to creep in, and it will, remember that it's just a test. It's a sign that you're on the right path. You're doing something that matters. And the more you trust your vision, the less power doubt will have over you. Keep your eyes on the prize and never let doubt convince you to give up on your dream. The journey won't always be easy, but I promise you this. If you keep trusting yourself and your vision, success will follow. Success rarely happens overnight. In fact, it almost never does. We live in a world where people expect quick results. We see others achieving greatness, and it's easy to think, why can't I get there as fast as they did? But here's the thing. Lasting success is built on the foundation of consistent, small steps. It's about showing up every day, doing the work, and believing that your efforts will pay off, even when you can't see immediate results. When you look at someone who's reached the top of their field, it's easy to assume they just got there by chance. But behind every success story, there's a long road of hard work, patience, and perseverance. Those big wins didn't happen in one big leap. They happened because that person took thousands of small, seemingly insignificant actions over time. Every little effort they put in, no matter how small, added up. And that's how you're going to get there too. Take a moment and think about a goal you've been working toward. Maybe it's starting your own business, getting fit, or learning a new skill. If you expect to be an expert or see big results right away, you'll likely be disappointed. But if you take it one step at a time, focusing on small improvements each day, you'll start seeing progress. It might be slow at first, but as long as you keep pushing, you will get better, faster, and stronger. Those small steps are what build momentum. Look at the process of learning an instrument, for example. At first, your fingers fumble over the strings and the notes don't sound quite right. It's frustrating, but if you stick with it, practicing a little bit every day, those small moments of practice start adding up. Before you know it, you're playing songs you thought you'd never be able to play. The key is that every practice session, no matter how hard or discouraging, is a step toward progress. The same goes for anything you want to achieve in life. Sometimes the results don't show up quickly enough to keep you motivated. You might think, I've been doing this for months and haven't made much progress. Maybe I should give up. But those thoughts are the enemy of progress. Every small step you take is moving you closer to your goal, even if you can't see it yet. Don't measure success by immediate results. Measure it by your consistency and the effort you put in. Success is built on compound effort. That's why you've got to stay patient and trust the process. You won't always feel like you're making huge strides, but each time you show up, you're getting closer. Eventually, those small steps will accumulate and you'll be amazed at how far you've come. But none of it happens if you stop. Remember, big things don't happen overnight. They happen because you commit to taking small steps every single day. Whether you're building a business, improving yourself, or working on a relationship, trust the process. Your consistent effort, even when the results aren't visible, will eventually lead to the success you've been working toward. So keep moving forward and trust that every small step is part of a bigger picture. Life is full of unexpected twists and turns. You'll face obstacles that seem impossible to overcome, and at times it might feel like the universe is working against you. But here's the truth. Those obstacles aren't there to stop you. They're there to prepare you for what's coming next. Every roadblock you face is just another opportunity in disguise. It's a chance to learn something new, to grow stronger, and to push yourself beyond what you thought was possible. When things don't go as planned, it's easy to get discouraged. Maybe you've poured your heart and soul into something and it falls apart at the last minute. Or maybe you've been working hard for a long time only to encounter a setback that leaves you feeling stuck. But I want you to understand this. Those setbacks are not the end of the road. They are merely detours, and sometimes they're leading you to something even better than you imagined. Think about some of the most successful people in the world. They didn't get to where they are because everything went smoothly. They faced failures, rejection, and countless setbacks along the way. But they understood that those obstacles weren't roadblocks, they were stepping stones. Each failure taught them something valuable, each rejection pushed them to improve, and each setback gave them the strength to keep moving forward. Take Thomas Edison, for example. He failed over 1,000 times before inventing the light bulb. 1,000 failures. But did he let those failures stop him? No. He saw each failure as a lesson, a valuable piece of the puzzle. He famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 1,000 ways that won't work." That mindset is what made him successful. He didn't see failure as defeat. He saw it as an opportunity to learn and grow. You have the same ability. Every time something doesn't go the way you want, it's an opportunity to adjust your approach and try again. It's an opportunity to ask yourself, what can I learn from this? It's an opportunity to develop resilience, to build your skills, and to get closer to your goal. The key is to stay open to the lessons that come with the obstacles instead of getting frustrated or giving up. Obstacles are not signs that you should quit. They are signs that you're on the right path. They're pushing you to become more resourceful, more creative, and more determined. The best things in life are never handed to you on a silver platter. They are earned through hard work, persistence, and the ability to turn challenges into opportunities. So when you face obstacles, and you will, don't see them as something to avoid. See them as chances to grow. They are preparing you for the success that's waiting just around the corner. Trust the process, embrace the challenges, and use them to fuel your journey. Because when you do, you'll find that the obstacles you once feared are the very things that will propel you toward your dreams. One of the hardest things to do in life is to keep going when it feels like the world is against you. When you're putting in the work, pushing yourself every single day, and you still don't see the results, it can be tempting to give up. It's easy to feel like your effort is going unnoticed, or worse, that it's all in vain. But what you need to realize is that persistence is the key to success. The moment you feel like you're ready to quit, that's often the moment just before things are about to turn around. There's a saying that goes, success is the result of preparation, hard work, and learning from failure. It's true. You have to keep showing up even when you're exhausted, even when the results aren't immediate, and even when it feels like no one else sees the grind you're putting in. Because the truth is, most people only see the success. They see the finish line. They don't see the years of sacrifice, the sleepless nights, the rejection, and the moments of doubt. But all of that is necessary to get to the success they admire. Think about the time when you learned how to ride a bike. Do you remember falling? How many times did you crash before you finally got it right? But what did you do each time? You got back up, you kept trying, and eventually you learned to ride without even thinking about it. That's the power of persistence. It's the ability to get up every time you fall. It's not about how many times you fail. It's about how many times you get back up and keep moving forward. I want you to think about this. Every setback you experience is an opportunity to build your resilience. When you face challenges and keep going, you're strengthening your character, your resolve, and your ability to handle whatever comes next. And in those moments of struggle, when you feel like giving up, remember that those are the moments that matter most. They're the moments that separate those who succeed from those who quit. Persistence doesn't mean that you don't feel discouraged. It doesn't mean you won't want to give up at times. But it means that you choose to keep going anyway. It means you show up every single day, even when you don't feel like it, because you know that success is just around the corner. It's those moments of pushing through the pain, the frustration, and the exhaustion that lead to breakthroughs. You've got to trust in the process. When you feel like giving up, remember that you're closer to your goal than you think. The hardest part of any journey is the point right before things start to shift. That's when most people quit, right when success is within reach. Don't be that person. Stay the course. Stay persistent. Keep working even when it feels like nothing is happening, because success is not a straight line. It's a journey full of ups and downs, twists and turns. But if you keep going, you'll eventually reach the top. So when the going gets tough, dig deep, remember why you started in the first place, and keep moving forward. Every small step you take is bringing you closer to the success you've been working for. Don't let temporary setbacks stop you from achieving your dreams. Stay persistent, stay focused, keep pushing, and you'll get there. There's a saying that good things come to those who wait, but here's the truth. Good things don't just come to those who wait. They come to those who keep working while they wait. It's easy to think that success is about getting everything right from the start or getting immediate results. But success is more about patience, persistence, and preparation. It's about doing the work even when the rewards aren't immediate or obvious. It's about trusting that your efforts are not going unnoticed and that every action, no matter how small, is taking you closer to your goal. So often we find ourselves waiting for a breakthrough, a sign, or an instant transformation. We want things to happen now, and when they don't, we start to question everything. We begin to wonder if the work we're putting in is worth it. But the truth is, the process is just as important as the outcome. The work you're putting in today might not seem to be paying off immediately, but is preparing you for the success that's coming. Patience isn't just about waiting. It's about trusting that the seed you've planted will eventually grow into something meaningful. Take a moment to think about nature. A tree doesn't grow overnight. It takes time, care, and patience. The roots have to spread, the trunk has to thicken, and the branches have to stretch toward the sky. The tree isn't rushing. It's growing at its own pace, and every step of the way it's becoming stronger and more resilient. Your journey is no different. The work you put in today might feel small, but each effort is laying the groundwork for something bigger. It's a slow process, but that's the beauty of it. Growth doesn't happen in a hurry. It happens over time. There will be times when you feel discouraged because you can't see the results of your efforts. You might feel like you're stuck or that nothing is happening. But it's in these moments that patience is key. Success isn't about instant gratification. It's about building something meaningful over time. And even when the rewards seem distant, every single day that you keep going is getting you closer. Trusting the process means understanding that the path to success is never linear. There will be setbacks, roadblocks, and moments of doubt. But if you stay the course and keep doing the work, you eventually reach your destination. Patience doesn't mean doing nothing. It means staying committed to your goals, even when the progress is slower than you'd like. It means trusting that your hard work will eventually pay off. You may be looking for immediate results, but remember that lasting success is built on consistency, patience, and perseverance. Keep showing up, keep working, and most importantly, trust that every step, no matter how small, is leading you towards something bigger. Your journey is unique. And the progress you're making, no matter how small, is worth celebrating. Trust the process. Keep going. Your breakthrough is coming.